Are you brutally honest with yourself? Are you walking into rooms with your authentic self? I know that people think they're being authentic. Sometimes, they really are moving, most people are moving with a mask on, and it is a mask to get through something. You have to fake it till you make it. That is a personality, and we want to operate in a time and a place and a fashion that we are truly authentic. Remove the feelings of you're feeling like a butterfly, I'm feeling like a mushroom. That's feelings. We're talking about the authentic self that the Most High created for you, right? The Most High created for you, and to walk in that and not a mask, not a not a personality. It is who you are just naturally. You don't have to conjure up these emotions and feelings to make people, join your team and recognize who you are. It is who you are. So are you moving authentically? Are you really moving authentically? Are you brutally honest with who you say you are? Are you really honest? In the quiet times, in the quiet moments when nobody can see you, are you really moving in a fashion where people can appreciate who you are, whose you are, what you bring, your flaws and all? How are you really truly moving like that? I'm gonna tell you, most people aren't, and you can tell because sometimes when people say my BS monitor is rising, when your BS monitor is rising, your antennas are going up like, I smell a fish, I smell a rat, I smell something is not right. Something is amiss here. Something I need to investigate. Is it worth my investigation? Maybe not. But something is here and I don't want to be a part of this. And that is when the discernment comes in to understand that people, this is someone I don't need to rock with. This is somebody I need to run with. I don't need to collab with. I don't want to even know who they are. What's their name? I forgot it already. You need to be, because when people are moving authentically, you know it, you can feel it, it's a vibe, it's a frequency, it's something about them that makes you drawn to them. It makes you everything you need, other than maybe like how I deliver what I deliver. You may not like how I deliver. You may need something more softer, more easy, more, romantically delivered. I call it romantic delivery, just soft and easy. They're going to take an hour to tell you what they want you to know. But me, I'm more direct and I'm more precise, I'm more intentional with what I'm saying. So it's like, boom, I'm giving it to you straight, raw, uncut sometimes. And I want you to have the real so you can take this thing and run with it and grow with it and change with it and transform with it. This is the basis of my channel. So when you're brutally honest, you have a true self-awareness. I mean, that is something that you can't avoid in this walk towards in your journey towards discovering yourself and relearning, unlearning and relearning the things that you need to know in order to walk in the room and command the room without saying a word. Getting the deals, getting the whatever, because it's all a part of that frequency of manifestation of all things that you have been given, the abundance thereof. But when you are walking in your true self, your true identity, you have self-awareness that's beyond just like the basic. It's increased. You want to be able to acknowledge your weaknesses, your feelings, your strengths. You gain clarity and understanding of who you are. You're able to lead better in self-knowledge. You're able to lead, because who wants to be with the leader who doesn't know who they are? When you don't know who you are authentically, you can't lead anybody to anything because you don't even know who you are. You're not willing to do the work to figure out who you really are and what the gifts and talents that you have within you. Are you really pulling those things forward and forth through you in order for it to be presented to the world? What are you doing that's holding you back from that? It is really you not being self aware and walking authentically. Taking personal accountability is another thing. Like whenever you're able to take personal accountability for everything in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, you got to take the bad with the ugly, the good with the bad, and somewhere in between, all the gray areas. You got to take accountability because that's when you're able to take who you maybe don't want to be, and maybe it's learned behavior through parents, your environment, and these are things, friendships that you've once had. Now you're bringing this to like, what about me is causing me to do this? What did I do? And you have to do some self-reflection to decide, what path am I going to go on? Am I going to take the blue pill or the red pill? you know one is the road least traveled, one is the road that's traveled all the time. That's where the masses go. What road is going to take you where you can get some solitude, some solidarity with yourself, some peace, some self-awareness, right? And you want to take personal accountability for the things that, your decisions that you make, the actions you've taken. Why did I do this? Why did I what about me that caused me to always select this or do that? I mean, it goes from relationship to business to decisions. What investments, whatever you're making your decisions on, is it like fly by night, like, oh my God, let me hurry up? The FOMO, fear of moving, of missing out, fear of missing out. And so you move irrationally, you move with your feelings. It is not, that right there is not moving authentically. And it's definitely somewhere where, when taking accountability for things that you have done, let me tell you, when you can take accountability, people look at you differently. People can assess that, wow, that person is good, because they can take something that they did or said, and turn around and say, you know what, I did wrong. That was my fault, my mistake. I take full accountability for that. So what I'm going to do to correct it, there's another part of this thing is correcting it, change behavior, correcting it, awareness. We got to be awareness, being clear in all your goals. Like when you confront anything, your true desires, your motivations, your inspirations, you got to have clear and concise goals. When you move authentically, you have clarity and you know where you're going because everything is clear. You remove all the distractions and everything is really clear. Your goals align with your values. You're not going to compromise your values morally, because a lot of people put that to the side like that's nothing. Your moral compass means everything, because if you're willing to do anything to get to the next level, and I say anything, that means that you might unalive somebody just to get where you need to be. You may cheat somebody out of something that was a blessing for them, something meant for them. You cheated them out of something. You stole something. You willing to steal, kill, and destroy someone to get where you want to be. That is something that morally corrupts you. You're stealing their joy. You're stealing something. Just name it. Anything that takes away from someone being the best version of themselves. That's larceny. Larceny in the heart. In a different way. You don't mind doing anything you can to be able to compromise your values. That is not moving authentically, because that, to me, my opinion, is not of the Most High. It is out of alignment with the Most High. And you can do what you want to do with that. Emotional release. You're able to emote and release your emotions, and because you're comfortable with your truths. You facing the uncomfortable truth to face your comfortable truths. To be comfortable in releasing the things and the emotions that you have within you, and you're being able to express that and let the chips fall where they may. You're conscious of not saying anything or doing anything that will step on the bounds of other people, but you're not going to hold yourself back from being fully who you are. I cry. I'm going to release these tears because right now I need to. Because if I don't, I might fight everybody in here. That's authentic, because that's a part of you that you've worked on, that So if I emote, if I'm able to express my words verbally and get this off my chest, and rest in that, and rest assured I'm not going to hurt anybody, but I need to be heard right now. You're able to release those pent up emotions so that others can understand I do have a heart. I do feel things. I do get hurt. I do get frustrated. And here it is. And everything isn't tears when we talk about emotions. Sometimes it's just like right now, just my facial expression, being passionate about something can knock people off their square. But I want you to know that I mean business. That's it. It will improve your relationships when you're authentic. When you walk in, I'm gonna tell you, they may not like you, but they will sure respect you. Because you're not supposed to be liked by everybody. Anybody trying to be liked by everybody is somebody who will sway like the wind. They will blow like leaves. They go wherever, fallen leaves. They go wherever the wind blows, wherever, even down into the drain. Okay. So you got to be very, very honest with yourself. You want to foster, authentic relationships, and your interactions will with others will like multiply and increase. It will increase in such a great way that people trust you. They trust your words because your actions align, right? When you say I apologize, you go back and you do the work and they see that you're doing the work. You say, my fault, I did that, I got it, I'm going to correct that. And they see that you're quickly trying to make amends to that thing. You know, that, that says everything about you. You know what? I'm going to go take this load over there to help those people. And they actually see you putting that together. And every time you check on them, they're doing it. No, I got it. No, it's done. I got this person on it. It's done. It's good as done. You can trust that person. It's the trust factor when you have improved relationships because people love the authenticity and the follow through of who you say you are. It is who you are, who you say you are, in alignment with your morals, values, and intentions. You have increased decision making. You have an understanding of what motivates you, what values enables you to make more informed decisions. Like your decisions are so in alignment, you ultimately begin, having better outcomes. You begin to have better outcomes because of your enhanced decision making. All these things are aligned because if you are authentic with who you are, people trust you, things get done because people want to work with you and work for you. Hmm. Let's get authentic, people. Your resilience and your growth, right? Accepting all of your flaws, and your failures. Listen, nobody escapes this world without having flaws and failures. It is when you able to stand on that and say, you know what, I did, I made a mistake here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? I made a mistake. Story time. So I had someone to do my website for one-on businesses, and when they did this, I thought that everything was straight. I took for granted that they had everything in line. And when I got the website, everything is running. I'm like, oh my God, everything is going just like I wanted. It looks great. But there's stuff behind the scenes that I did not realize that they didn't do. I assumed that because they did websites, that they knew that my SEOs need to be in place. Okay. And something as simple as that, they didn't have in place. But it's up to me to run check on the things that are important for me and for my business or for my life to run the way I want it to run. And, a lot of people say, well, you have your hands on everything. Well, you have to. You have to. Anything you sign a check for, that you pay for, that you are responsible for, you have to run check on everything to make sure everything is running like a well-oiled machine. Well, that mistake cost me hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So And I didn't realize that it took a long time. I'm just gonna say it because to talk about it is like, oh my God, I can't believe I allowed this to happen because I'm very, very detailed with things. So when that happened, I was losing out. And I'm like, why is this happening? What is going on with my business? I didn't know. And those SEOs really make a difference in how, just like this channel, just like anything else you're doing right now, if you have web presence, you're out here on social media, those SEOs mean something to to reach clients, to reach customers, to reach followers, right? In this instance, it's followers. So having keywords, key things, key phrases allows for people to know that you're in business or that you exist. So because of that, I didn't exist in the world of business, of what I was doing. And so instead of going and calling that person and saying, hey, you didn't do X, because years of, this has been a couple of years now that this is happening, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Well, fast forward, I sit down, I'm like, wait, because I built the first site and everything was smooth. I mean, things were so good. And when I put this in the hands of someone else, I was just like nervous, but then I'm like, oh, he did a great job with a friend of mine with their business and their website. I just loved his work, and it just failed. It failed bad. For my business. But what I did, instead of calling that person and saying, hey, you didn't do XYZ, the third, and I could have, but I said, you know what, I can't afford for this to go left any further, because it has gone left so far that I'm not gonna get the money, the money back from the years compared to what the cost of creating the website. And I didn't want any more mistakes. So I took it by the reins and I redid the site all completely different, so that it looked like I wanted to look, it felt like I wanted to feel, and it reached the people I needed it to reach. Yeah. So I took personal accountability for that. And so this is the resilience and the growth that comes from that, the learning. So those are failures. Those were things that I failed at doing at that time, which I've always been good at, just run and check on everything. And this time I let someone take the reins on something that I was like, oh my God, what is going to happen? I hope they do a good job. And they did, but it just, those little things, those detailed things, some people good with the big picture, other people good with the details. And I needed somebody who was good with both. And so I learned from that to run my check on anyone who's doing any business with me, that I do my due diligence. You see, I'm taking accountability. I am self aware. I am resilient enough to grow from this, bounce back, come back better, stronger, and wiser in this moment, in that moment, in every moment in my life, because there are other areas that I may fall short because I didn't do my due diligence somewhere else, because I'm focused on some other area, and that can happen. But the thing is to have the awareness, and to redirect, to correct, and to bounce back. And when you move authentically like that, you can talk about these things without, fighting somebody. You can talk about these things without tears running down your face. You can talk about these things because people need to know that you're not perfect, and you do make mistakes, but you know how to correct yourself. You know how to bounce back, because one thing I keep in mind for me is that I have others watching me. I have my child watching me. I have my cousin's children watching me. I have my friends' children watching me. They are watching everybody around them, because whoever they think they are right now, or what they think they may want to be, they're going to glean that information from the people around them, the friends, the friend groups, the family members, the people they come in contact with, that they say, ooh, I want to be more like that. And if you move authentically and you're a good representation of that, self-awareness, resilience, and being able to know that you can have really improve relationships, you have clarity in your goals, you have take personal accountability. I mean, all these things culminate to somebody I want to be around, because the good, the bad, and the ugly is all out there, and they're not hiding a whole lot of things when it comes to just general things about life, so that people can learn and not walk around thinking they have to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. because nothing is perfect. Only the Most High is perfect. So, listen, walk through this world authentically, not with your feelings. I'm not talking about being a cantaloupe when you really are a peach, because that's how God made you. But I'm talking about really be what the Most High has created you to be in the earth, minus your feelings, get into the truth of who you are, walk honestly, truthfully, in a self awareness with your growth, your resilience, your flaws, your everything. And let that be the thing that everyone sees, but then they see how you're able to pivot and grow from all of this. From all of this. Be brutally honest with yourself. Get quiet enough to hear the Most High speak to you to give you guidance. Get quiet. Take walks by yourself. Take the things out your ears. Take them out your ears. Take them from over your ears, under your ears, through your ears. Take them out so that you can hear. So you can hear it. So you can listen and be present. When the download comes, you'll know what to do next. You'll know how to self correct. You'll know how to heal. And you'll know how to be brilliantly, authentically beautiful, just the way He made you. This is Deanna Inspired, and we'll see you on the next video. Take a look at the other videos. They're good too. Hope you get something from watching my videos, and I hope I inspire you, because this is what this is about. This is Inspired Perspectives. See you soon.